What's up, guys? What is up, guys? It's 3:33 a.m. and it's fucking late, dude. Wow. You know, when I started setting up the camera and the lights, I thought to myself, yeah, man, like, I'm gonna film a video. It's gonna be a productive night, especially if I'm staying up late. It has to be a productive night. And then the moment that I sat down to film, I thought, fuck, I'm tired. Oh my god. But this is what happens sometimes, dude. Like, sometimes the preparation is more exhausting than the actual, carrying out of the operation. So there's that. There's some background knowledge as to what goes on behind the scenes. And let's see. Today's video is about what to do when your best friend abandons you. So I'll start this off by saying that I had the most difficult year of my life. I thought I've had difficult times and difficult years before, and I swore that they were behind me. I swore. And then this year happened and I couldn't fucking believe it. There were a lot of different unfortunate situations that kind of like collided, and for a while I was living in chaos. And it sucks. It sucks when you're living in chaos, and it sucks when fire fucking surrounds you, because all you can think is like, how am I going to get out of this? How will I get out of this? And that was just constantly in my mind. I really needed some assurance. I needed a hell of a lot of compassion, and I needed someone to tell me that, dude, it's gonna be okay. But unfortunately, I did not receive that. Dude, it's gonna be okay. Instead, my best friend fucking abandoned me. And, it really came as a surprise. I've known her for the past 20 years, which I'm sure sounds insane to a lot of you. I'm 26. And off she went. And I just couldn't fucking believe it. I found out how poorly I was thought of for years. Whew, that shit hurt. And also I realized why she'd grown distant for all that time, for years. And I realized like why my effort never amounted to anything. It was tough. I was left by myself, and I had a lot of figuring out to do. And sometimes it's really important to be by yourself and to be alone, to really take the time to reflect and understand like what you need in your life, to understand what works, to know what doesn't work. So there's a lot of value to having time to yourself. But sometimes when you feel completely hopeless, you just want someone to tell you everything's gonna be okay. That statement can do so much for people. Aside from the fact that things were already incredibly difficult, luckily I had one thing pushing me to keep going, and that was my passion for this new website called souldoctors.com. And no matter feeling like life was pointless, I just thought, fuck, but I need to make Soul Doctors. I have to do this website. Like, I need to make this website. And that was the obsessive and passionate, motivating thought that drove me for weeks and months until I could dig myself out of this grave that I had buried, not even realizing that I had, dug 6 feet. So somehow I found something to really believe in, and I put my whole heart into that belief. And eventually, I got out of that, and I overcame, and I grew from it, and I learned from all of it. But I also really learned who really gives a shit. Unfortunately, who I thought was a best friend did not give a shit. Oh, fuck it. Better off without her. I learned that my family will always be there for me. And, I think a lot of us know that if you have a good relationship with your family, but sometimes you really need to be reminded. So I was reminded how much I was loved and how much I was cared for and how much my parents were concerned. So I was so grateful for that, and I really realized, like, wow, they really fucking love me and I love them. I really do. So that was great. That was one awesome thing. I realized I had one friend in the physical world that really cared to see me, to check in on me, to make sure I was okay, that cared to like hang out. And I also realized what an incredible support system I have of online friends. I have so many people I never met in real life that I might never meet in real life. And it doesn't matter because they have been such amazing fucking friends to me. And when things get tough, we fucking help each other. So, you know, with this video, I want you to really think about who the fuck is in your life and who you should really be grateful for. Who's always been there no matter what? Who has been able to be caring, loving, compassionate, honest without being overly critical or judgmental? You know, those are the people you want in your life to support you, to care for you, people that you can grow with and learn from. And so you can do the same for them. That's really what you want. So take the time to think about that. For those who have walked away and disappeared, fuck them all. You know, fuck it. Drop the extra baggage because you don't need it. If they walked away, I'm sorry, dude. It happened. You just have to move on without them. And you just gotta fucking deal, man. Because life is still beautiful. Still beautiful. Even if you're eternally alone, fuck it. Life is still beautiful. Life gave life to you. Therefore, life is beautiful. So think about all this stuff. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. And yeah, man, I'm fucking tired. Fucking tired. But it's okay, because this video had to get out to you. I love you guys. Take it easy and have a good night.